E aí galera, beleza? Sou o Edu Falaschi, vocalista do Almah. A gente está aqui no Norcal Studios gravando o novo disco, que deve ser lançado aí em breve, em setembro. E hoje a gente tem uma figura aqui muito importante, que é um grande amigo da banda, que esteve presente no primeiro disco do Almah, fazendo um solo, que é nosso querido Mike Stone, guitarrista do Queensrÿche. Okay? So, first of all, thanks for coming. We are very, very happy to have you here with us. So we're gonna make some questions for you about your private life. No, just kidding. So Felipe would like to ask you something. Okay.
So what brings you to Brazil this time?
Well, we are here doing about a 2-week South American tour with Queensrÿche. We're doing like hits and rarities and all that kind of thing. And we've been in Brazil for most of this last week. We're here in Sao Paulo coming up this Friday. And it's been a lot of fun. It's been great. The fans have been awesome. And hanging with you guys, it's been really cool, believe it or not. No.
I don't believe it. So, did you have a chance to go somewhere?
Yeah, you know, we went to a rock club last night called Club Manifesto, and there was like a Battle of the Bands thing going on for a competition to get to play at Wacken Open Air in Germany. That was a lot of fun, saw some great bands, and today I went down to this really cool street here in Sao Paulo with lots and lots of music stores, and actually picked up a couple instruments down there, did a little retail therapy.
Yeah, what did you get?
Were they cavaquinho?
Cavaquinho.
Cavaquinho. I've got about 2 of those. I'm really into like all sorts of instruments, be it, you know, especially like from different cultures and different countries. And I play a number of different instruments, and I saw one of those, an electric one on the wall that looked like a ray gun, and I'm like, what is that? So I bought 2 of them.
So why 2?
One for the wife.
That's fair enough. So you recorded a solo on Almah's first record. Tell us about that.
Yeah, that was done. I had met Edu through a mutual friend of ours named Casey Grillo, who's the drummer in a band called Camelot, and he had played drums on your record. And he got us in touch, and he sent me some sessions, and we did it all via email. And then we were down here last night, and I went to this club, and there he was. And just so worked out where you guys are in the studio right now, and the studio is about 5 minutes away from the hotel, and he said, you want to come down and play something? And I said, I'd be more than happy to.
We are very happy. So how did it feel to play in the studio with us this time instead of playing by email?
I much prefer in the room to email. You know, I'm not a big fan of technology. I just learned how to send an email about a year ago. Don't ask me to do an attachment or anything, you know, that'll never happen. But so to actually be in the room with the guys, with everything going on, I'd much prefer. But if you have to do an email, I can work with that too.
That's cool to know. So when did you start this tour?
Well, what are we? We're out for about a week out right now. I think we've been out for about a week. We have about another week left. And then from here we go back to Seattle and rehearse for about a week. And then we're off to Europe for 7 weeks doing the Operation Mindcrime 1 and 2 show.
Are you coming back with this Mindcrime show to Brazil?
Not that I'm aware of at this point, but you never know. You know, when we finished the Mindcrime, 1 and 2 tour a couple of years ago. I don't think any of us expected to, be playing it again so soon, and it's a very intense show, and it's a lot of production, and there's actors, and there's video, and there's a lot of blood and money, and it's, but Europe really has been really pushing to get it, and so we finally said, all right, we'll do it. And so I guess you never say never again, so we're winding the whole thing back up and start in Europe, I think, May 29th through July, in like middle of July.
It's cool. Have you been to Japan already with this tour?
Yeah, we actually did a hybrid Mindcrime in Japan last year, which was just the way the show was set up. The full show was about 3 hours, and the way the promoter wanted to do it, we only had about 2. So we kind of edited down, the Cliff's Notes and the highlights of it, and did a good chunk of it. But it's not the whole thing that we did in the States, and what's on the DVD, Mindcrime at the More, and what we're doing in Europe now this next month.
So Mike, it's a great pleasure for us to have you here. It's a great honor. You played a great solo to make our record even better with your presence, and have a good tour. have a safe trip home, and have a good rest of the tour.
Thank you very much, guys, and it was all my pleasure. Thank you.
You're always welcome.
E aí, galera, aqui é Marcelo Barbosa, guitarrista do Almah. É um grande prazer estar aqui com uma referência, né, no nosso estilo de música, o guitarrista de uma banda que eu sempre escutei bastante. Então eu queria só dizer que estamos realmente muito honrados e muito felizes de poder estar compartilhando esse momento aqui com o Mike Stone.
Sou Paulo Schreiber, sou o novo guitarrista do Almah e estou aqui no estúdio gravando solos e pá.
E aí, galera, aqui é o Felipe Andreoli, baixista do Almah. E bem, a gente está aqui no Norcal Studios, a gente está finalizando os solos que estão ficando muito, muito, muito foda. E a gente começa o baixo amanhã, a minha parte, para me ferrar um pouco. E a gente deve concluir todo o processo mixando com o Dennis Ward, que também é produtor do Angra, na Alemanha em junho. Devemos entregar a master no final de junho e lançar o disco fim de agosto, começo de setembro, seguido aí de uma tour mundial e tudo mais. A gente está muito contente com o resultado, a gente está muito orgulhoso desse disco, a gente trabalhou bastante nele de uma forma bem organizada, a gente teve que organizar toda uma logística, porque o Marcelo Barbosa mora em Brasília, o Paulo e o Marcelo Moreira moram em Caxias do Sul, então a gente passou um pouco de tempo em casa compondo, um pouco de tempo na casa do Edu, na casa do Barbosa. Fizemos a bateria de ensaio final de 10 dias para vir para cá, lá no GTR, que é a escola do Barbosa em Brasília. E disse que está ficando muito bom e a galera com certeza vai se surpreender com o resultado.
Então é isso aí, galera. Fiquem ligados aí no lançamento do Almah. Em breve, em setembro, a gente está lançando o disco e a gente tem certeza aí que vocês vão curtir. Espero encontrá-los na turnê. Muito obrigado por todo esse apoio durante todo esse tempo. E para quem quiser saber um pouco mais sobre o trabalho do Almah, pode ir no site almah.com.br ou então o que está mais agitado no momento, que é o MySpace, né? Então, myspace.com/Almah Edu Falaschi. Ok, galera? Então, tamo junto aí no Stay Heavy. Valeu, galera.